Go. All right, so now this is going to be the GoLaLope is what we're going to be calling this one. And this I've had a lot of luck with. Now this is the one with no wall breakers, which I really like doing if I can get a jump spell to open up and get into 2 air defenses, the CC lure and kill, and the Archer Queen. So I'm going to be coming in from the 3 p.m. side. And the first thing I want to do is I'm going to drop a wizard, just to get rid of that corner builder hub. Because you don't have to try to go back for that, or have your queen redirect. Just grab that, get it out of the way. Then we're going to drop in the golems in a wide funnel, and I'm just going to lay the wizards right behind it. That's going to immediately clean all that up. Now, what this is also going to do is it's going to pull the Archer Queen out from the other side of the wall, which makes it really easy for the Pekka, and I want her to go after the Archer Queen. And she's going to go down almost immediately. Now at this point, it's going to open up the rest of the attack. I'm going to have the jump that's going to direct all of my troops into the base instead of circling around. And I'm going to drop both of the royals. You're going to drop the queen, and then you're going to drop the Barb King so that they party together. And what's really nice is the Barb King and the Pekka at this point help to take out a lot of the defenses. You have a lot of meat shield with the golems, and the wizards at this point, if they're there to help out, awesome, but they pretty much have done their job at this point. Now, it does get pretty spell heavy because you're going to have the CC, so you want to get a rage down, you want to get the poison spell, and then I also like to throw down a heal. Now, this helps for keeping those golems alive as the attack moves further along. Because the next portion of this attack is going to be dropping the the Laloon. But as this attack goes, it's going to move towards that 12 o'clock area. So that helps me determine how I'm going to attack the rest of this base. And I'm going to drop right along the 6 p.m. my collection of loons. And then quickly, I usually drop the loons first, and then I drop my lava hounds. That way those loons have a little bit of time to capture or to catch up. And then usually I like to drop an early rage. Now the early rage is going to help get rid of a lot of early defenses and also move the loons and the lava hound around after they've triggered and hit a lot of the traps. Now this was a fresh hit, so I didn't know where a lot of the traps were. So I ended up getting a little bit of a split on my loons, which helped determine where I'm going to drop my final haste, which was right there in the core as those loons split. So we'll show it again. Again, very important wizard at the 3. Drop the golems. Quick line of wizards right around. And there's an art to that. We'll go into that in later videos. And now watch the Pekka on Archer Queen. She is immediately down. There's nothing left of her. The jump to redirect the troops. The CC's coming its way. Hello poison. Hello rage. And then heal for everybody who's still left to party around. And as they're moving up, we're going to have a little fun down here at the 6 o'clock with those loons, the lavas, and you'll see this rage. And watch how much value I get with this one rage spell. Boom. It's going to take out that splash, that splash. Now that's where it causes a little bit of a split, but that actually ended up working out really well because I'm taking out a lot of the splash damage, and then that haste right there in that core helps out take out those expos, which are up. The queen is still having fun to help out those loons. And at this point, I'm still waiting for the lava hounds to pop. That's how strong this attack had been. But with mid-level heroes, this is an extremely strong attack. Works on many number of bases, especially well-balanced bases, where the main focus is make sure you grab 2 air defenses with your kill squad, the Archer Queen, and the CC. If you can accomplish that, this is an almost guaranteed 3-star attack. The one thing that I typically run into problems with, and you want to do, is try to save at least 1 or 2 wizards, if you can, for that cleanup. But typically, with a lot of the hounds popping, you're going to do great with the cleanup. You've got the loons, which do great. You don't have to worry about walls. And there we go. They're going to go in the corner. Now the next one that we're going to be going into is with another account. Now I do have a max level Archer Queen, but my Barb King was down. And this one is a balanced attack, but I'm going to come in from the that's going to be from the 6 to 9 o'clock side, and I'm going to try to get right into those air defenses you see around the 9 o'clock. But with that, there's a lot of trash buildings on the outside that I need to clean up. So I'm going to drop those wizards first on the outside, then get those golems going in the funnel, drop the rest of my wizards right in some of those open spaces, because you don't want the Archer Queen or the Pekka to start circling around the space. So I'm going to drop the Pekka right in there, and she's going to run right up the gut towards that storage. And I'm going to get the Queen behind, because I want the Pekka to help with the meat shield along with the golems. So they're clearing up that whole area, and we've got a nice wide funnel. And then I'm going to get those wall breakers in there. So this is the wall breaker one. If I can get into that wall, because with this particular attack, the Archer Queen is centrally located, I'm going to be able to get an easy CC lure, but I also need to make sure that I'm able to get into that Archer Queen. So wall breakers are going to come in. They're going to go right into that wall segment. It's the furthest out, so that's the only place that they can go. If you can avoid doing this attack without wall breakers, I highly recommend, since wall breakers have a mind of their own. I'm going to drop the poison so that it helps knock out that CC. We're going to get a jump. I like to get a jump down as early as possible. It lasts for 40 seconds, so you have a lot of time and you don't have to worry about it later on in the attack. And then again, I go spell heavy. I'm going to drop a rage there to help out kill the CC, open up that area, get rid of the air defenses, and then a party little heal so that everyone keeps up alive. Everyone stays alive, excuse me. And now at this point, once I see the Archer Queen go down, the air defenses, that's when I'm going to send the loons. Again, I like to drop them first, then I get the Lava Hound. On this one, because of the fact that the air defenses were so close, I might have been better to drop the Lava Hounds first, but as you can tell, it's not going to make a difference. This one, there's a lot of air defense, there's a lot of splash damage, there's just a lot of defenses, so an early rage, especially in this attack, is paramount. That way you can get rid of a lot of those defenses early, so those loons aren't trailing too far behind from your Lava Hounds in case the Lava Hounds decide to run to the other side of the base, which in this one they wouldn't. And then with some of those open compartments, I'm going to drop that rage, excuse me, that haste, and they're going to work around in a counterclockwise, or in a clockwise motion. So, got the wizards down. Everything is going great. I noticed that one mortar that was going to definitely target for the golem, so it made it a lot easier to set that funnel. And at this point, because I've given them no other option, they have to go into the base. They're not going to be circling around. So this Archer Queen, as you can see, she's kind of over there, but because of that jump, boom, Pekka on Archer Queen, and she is gone. That's how easy that is. So at this point, this is where I would start the loons. Unfortunately, it's right out of screen right now, but the loons at this point are being dropped, along with the Lava Hound, and you see that rage. That rage is just going to wipe out that entire corner as those loons quickly run through everything. And they're going to start moving around. Even with that air blower right there, makes no difference. That haste is going to come in, it's gone, and there's really not much left in this base. We go around, and it's all cleanup at this point. There's a couple of defenses left, but this Archer Queen that I still haven't even used her ability. And she's almost barely been touched the entire raid because I put so much protection in front of her. She's going to do her favorite thing, go through some walls. One defense left, but there's just so much left up. I already have minions everywhere. I've got some action going on around here.
The lady in the turquoise and maybe water, but you can see that.
In case you guys were curious. So the lady in the turquoise, she's in good shape though. We looked into this later.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, so as you can see the rest of this attack, those pups are doing all the great work. Unfortunately, the queen's going to be hanging back. She says, you guys got this. Nothing left. And that is it. So easy cleanup. You sell with the timing. And again, this was a fresh hit on this one. This was a friendly challenge. A lot of these bases, especially when they're balanced and you know that you can take down an air defense, Archer Queen, and the CC, you're going to 3-star almost every single time.